Welcome to ArchiCodes. I am Asim, your architect. Today we are looking at TV unit designing. So in one of the ongoing projects in which a part of it is residence, I had given a tentative TV layout. This is the CAD drawing for that. This is the plan. This is where the TV unit will come. And this is the elevation, how it looks from the front. And then the finishing could be any of the laminates. However, this was way back in time. Um, Now the client has given me a new image. Let me just open it up for you. And he wants me to design a 3D model for that to see how it would look like. So I'm gonna first create the CAD model, CAD drawing very quickly, and then we'll create a 3D model out of it. Very simple. How the client mentioned it was please design the TV unit as well as the wall art. So this is what the wall art he meant by. Um, and I've seen this curved edges being used in his house a lot. I think he likes that. So I'm gonna put that in. This box is pretty simple. It will be in ply and it will be bent around the corners. Um, and these are lures that are running in the middle. And here we've got rose gold sheets, and this would be ply, um, and then a laminate over it. And of course, there are a wide range of laminates available, so we can find something similar to that. But what basically the client wants me to do is take this reference image and somehow fit it in here and see how it looks like. So in our case, um, the edge will start from here, and then there will be wall art, then lowers, TV, lowers, wall art, and so we will fit it in 10 feet 4 inches like before because probably there will be a partition over here, so we need to leave some space. This is the entrance, this is the living room, this is the dining area, but there will be some curtains. So we're going to have just this much designed. But the wall art can actually extend beyond this, but the TV itself cannot be too much towards the right side. It needs to be in the middle. For them, it will be always at an angle, so this is not ideal. Hmm. Let me think. So what we can do is two things. One is we just create this thing. The other thing is we keep the TV on the left side, like I've put it here, and then on the right side we've got the wall art, so that the TV comes at the center for the sofa set. I think that is what we should do, and I won't waste time designing two things, two options. I'm just gonna use similar style. If we cut this out, let me use my sketch pen, create something. Or maybe this is where we cut it off. See that this is the door part, so there will be a door over here, right? Our doors are pretty high, I think 8 feet. And then we have got these lures, and then some wall art over here. So we get some lures here. Color is bad. We use red. Yeah. So this is the part where the lures will come into play. And then I've got a TV unit, and then lures again, and then some wall art over here, which is simply something like this. Exactly like this, actually, just rose gold over here. So we just cut all of this out and keep everything else the same. Now, cutting the lures like this is, I don't think, ideal, but um, I don't know how will they achieve the finishing for this. Lures are always end to end inside a recess. All right, so right, so I think this surface will be flushed with the lures. Um, because when you cut the lures, if you look at it from an angle, it will look like this, right? So we need something to flush it off. We cannot have a surface over here. We need the surface to be over here. And so we can simply cut the ply in such a manner that it is curved. And then we'll put the marble looking ply or laminate over it. So that's fine. So let's figure out the dimensions first of all. Um, is this 42-inch TV? We'll keep a decent size TV provision for them. Clear this out. I'm gonna do TV sizes. Um, biggest one, right? 65-inch TV width and height. Uh, so approximately 150 by 90. Let's make that over here. 150, sorry, so that would be 1.5, 0.9, okay, point. But that's like a big TV that we'll use as a reference. Pretty big. Hmm. Yeah, this is fine. So it'll come somewhere over here. Let's give 1 feet. That would be this much. Right. So from the door, we've got 1 feet of lures and then um, 2 inches spacing. Then this TV size will come again 2 inches, and then 1 feet of lures. Let's try to find a good size. Let's take 5.5 feet. So that's 1.68. Then you just center the TV. Then 1 feet more of lures, 0.3. And then whatever is left, we are going to use that for our um, wall art. Let me just check that image once again to see if 1 feet is fine. Yeah, 1 feet is perfect, I think. And then this is 6 inches, so 1, 2, 2.5. And how much do we have? We've got 3 feet. All right, 3 feet. I'm still gonna do 0.15, 0.15, and that is where our TV unit will end. Mm, I don't want it to end with the recessed part. So I'm gonna add one more 0.15 to add this fly. So this will be the recessed part, rose gold. This will be a recessed part rose gold, and this one will be recessed part rose gold. Everything else will be the other part. All right, so we have figured out the dimensions for this thing. This box will be smaller than what we are seeing here because we don't want it to clash with the entrance. I'm going to reduce the size to half, or even less than that. Like this is pretty wide, so it should look good. The height is going all the way up, right? Mhm. And in our case, the height is, I think, 9 feet, but with the false ceiling and stuff. So it's total, I think, 12 feet. With false ceiling, it goes down to 9 or 10 feet, 9.5. 9 threes are 27. So we are going to take 3 meters height approx. Um, Let me first copy this because this part is in the viewport of one of my sheets. So I don't want to shift it. Offset 3 meters, pretty high. Just XX edge, create an X line, and then do extend. This thing goes up, and then you'll have a box over here. Yeah, let's keep it edge to edge to look nice. How high? Yeah, I need some reference for this. From here, it looks like it starts off with 8 inches high, but still a TV unit dimensions, and you'll get everything. The dimensions. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's just 5 inches. So 0.12. Let's keep it here for now. Done that. Yeah. All right. I need to put it into sliver. No. So we've got 0.12 offset 0.12. So that, anyways, trim, and then zero point 0.4. That's it. Just gonna put it as a rectangle over here. Oh no, we need to fillet it. So I'm going to create these lines as well as these lines. Then I'm going to delete this. Fillet radius 0.15. Awesome. Now, now what? Where is the reference image? We get the height of the TV. Approximately, it will be. Let me eyeball it. 0 0.4 more. Let's do 0.5. Yeah, because our design is somewhat like this, which means the lowers will come over bend that surface. It will be so difficult to clean, or is it simply an AI generated? No, it's not an AI generated image. It is not real as well. Wow, not practical to keep a surface here with a connection. And even in perspective, it does not look like that because here this part is almost flushed with the backdrop of the TV. What is this? Hmm. It seems like an optical illusion. But all right, let's do it our way. I'm going to create a line somewhere in the middle. Yeah, in the middle it'll look good. So that would be offset 0.25 and then fill it. But the radius this time will be 1 feet, which is zero point 0.3. And then I'm going to do this. All right. This entire thing will be lures, and these things will be alternating. Uh, yeah, alternating with the material. Which we just too much. I think that is fine. Awesome. So simply gonna put in some hatch. Solid orange. Okay, and then again hatch. Hmm. I need a vertical lines. If we don't get that, we can simply use the horizontal line. Sorry, um, diagonal lines and then flip it. Like this one, or we can just manually make it. I think this will be much quicker. Hmm, oh, got it. Awesome. You can't see it because the scale is too big for it. Let me try this one. Yeah, it gets the point across, so I think this is fine. Just gonna change the color to brown. Oh, it's on my different screen. Okay, what else? And just marble in the back side. And this one is pretty wide, so in our case, it might not be the same case. How big is it? What's happening? D, yeah. 5.5 feet. 1.5. three 4.5 things. Um, yeah, we have to divide it into three parts. And so let me do 0.55 from both sides. And in the middle, I'd like to keep it open actually. Hmm, awesome. So yeah, this is the 2D drawing. We will put this in the SketchUp now. For that, what I'm going to do is simply copy this and create a new file, paste. Actually, I need to copy the entire this thing. Let us remove the furniture, but we'll do that after I shift it over there. It'll be easier. And also, let me just keep it here so that it gives us the easy reference. Copy, paste. And let us remove this. Okay. All of this is removed, and even the hatch. Hmm. Yes, gonna be like somewhat like this. I'm gonna keep the doors over here. I'll remove the hatches. Let's close this with a rectangle. And now it's a very, very quick process. Um, yeah, I'm going to save this desktop PV unit, save, and we can close this now. Um, hmm. I'll just put in dimensions, take a PDF, and then we will save it for the client to see. The dimensional now. We can use dimension continuous to create these continuous dimensioning. Ideally should move it up. Line. Awesome. Let's the vertical dimensions in place, and these dimensions are important. This one's, let me do this very quickly. DC. Hmm. DC. Yeah, that's all. And these dimensions are important. DC. Would also give the radius of curvature. Awesome. Hmm. And also the 6 inch, even if I give one, that is good enough. Okay. Um, I would like to have some labelings. So let me put that into place. Hmm. Rolls, hold, feet, 6 inches. A makeshift arrow. What else? Yeah, that's all. I'll save this. I'm gonna do layout and we'll use landscape. It's the eighth sheet. The computer is running a bit slow because there are several things running. The SketchUp I opened too early, and the OBS to record this video. 406, third floor. And this is TV unit in living room. That's all. Go out and search for the TV unit. Where is it? This one. Also need to show where it is placed. Hmm. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a key plan out of it. How do I incorporate both of these things? All right, let's just keep it like this. And I'll explain the carpenter by myself. Okay. Hmm. Just saving the file. TV unit, third floor of two. Okay. And now I can close this. We move on to SketchUp now. And that mm, in SketchUp, I'm just gonna drag and drop the file that we just made. Should be on desktop. Yeah, got it. I just dragged and dropped the DWG file that I made by creating a new file. It looks that it is already to scale. Yes, sure. 3 meters. Yeah, it is to scale. I'm gonna go in, flip it up. Actually, let's flip it later. Um, this is the room. Yeah, so we'll explode this first. Awesome. And then I'm gonna create a room out of this. Mm, that is an entrance. So what do I need? This is the door, so we don't need this. There'll be another wall, and this will be a wall. Okay. Let's create the walls first to 3 meters height. Okay. This one as well. Yeah, I think normally what I do is I keep a different block for my floor, but in this case, let's just do it anyways. But it's not a big deal. I'm going to put this up 2.1 p. Yeah, anything over here, so not p m control. So I'm just copying it, putting it up p. Perfect. All right, so that is one item. Let's remove this man. I'm going to make a component out of it. And then this thing also becomes a component, but let's do that later. Let me first let's make it flip it vertical. Oops. IT move, make component. Yeah, now we can work with it. Now we are inside this component. Let's just create a rectangle first. Oh, perfect. Now everything is nicely laid out. This one becomes the lures. think what to do over here. There will be a box that comes out. Hmm. Okay, there will be a TV. Let us make a TV. We can actually just use components from Enscape, create the TV. Hmm, Let us I want to give this a thickness. Let's do that later. 0.05, and then there will be rose gold patches over here. Lures will come over here, and the marble finish will come over here. As for the TV, let's push it back. We're simply gonna place a model on it. Let us pull this thing out by 0.45. That is 1.5 feet, which is very too much actually. Let's reduce it by a bit. Hmm. 0.06. I reduced 4 inches, so it will be 1 feet 2 inches. Hmm. The reference image, these lures are a bit tricky to make. Not even fake them. So X5, X7, X8. Full. Ideally, I should have given it material first. That's fine. I can give it later. And I have to do the same thing over here. Yeah, this is not the ideal way to do this at all. Hmm. I think awesome. I have an idea. I'm gonna create those lures outside as a component and then include it inside. So let's do this. Vertical, go down, and then the thing is, it will only work till here. We want it to work for all of the parts. Mm, All right, so let's just actually use this. Move. Hmm. Oh, we don't even need the surface. We just need the front part. because the surface is at the back, so it can't hide. I'm gonna make this into a component inside a component, and then move here and box. It's gonna cut lures as well. It's crazy. Really difficult to execute this, but I want 45 too much. 30. That's perfect. 31. Now what I'm gonna do is let's see behind this. And then I'm gonna pull this up. Yeah. And I'm gonna pull it a bit more. Hmm. Oh, over this. Okay. Alright, so we've got the lures behind us and it looks perfect. Hmm. Just find things left. Erase this. Small line to create the groove that looks like an opening. Anything over here? Hmm, too big, but yeah, it's fine. Just for visual purpose, I'm gonna make a line over here because now it is broken. Awesome. Mm, really, there should be a line on top of it, but it's fine, I guess. Now comes the material part, and actually, even before that, let's put it in the room first. That's how it would look like. What is this? Maybe fill it up. Hmm. And also, let's close this because this is just a door. What about the materials? Um, let's use good materials with Enscape material library. I need metals firstly. It looks like copper, rose gold. Looks like copper. Let's import that. And then go in B, copper, copper, copper. Then we have this one. I'll use this for the flooring. Okay. It is this. Oh, yeah. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I was outside the component. That's why you saw that happening. Um, hmm. I need to remove the wall from this part that it doesn't clash. Actually, even from this part. Hmm. Okay. Now there is no glitch. Marble. Let's use this one. Oh, wow, it's golden, some sort of interesting texture. So let's use this one. This one looks much better. And then we'll reduce its colors. Yeah, to reduce the saturation a bit. Lovely. What else? Lures. For lures, just a plain color. Plastics. Hmm, tiles. Or just wood. Wood would look good. Yeah, so we'll use wood for this part and some other wood for this part. Um, oh, these are not simple. Yeah, these one are texture. So I need something dark. What about this one? I never used painted wood. Interesting. Well, B, apple. Mm, we keep it white. I don't know. Let's do this for now, and then we'll see how it looks. All right. Um, let's take another word and put the material over here. All right. So this is done. Finally, why not we use the same thing over here? Yeah, and then I'll make it a bit dark. Hmm. And reduce the saturation. Yeah. Oh, a TV unit is left. What else? Hmm. Is the white part fine, or do we need to change it? We'll leave it as it is for now. We need to put in the TV. I'm just gonna put something for the door. Oh, okay. Um, let's turn on Enscape. I need to work fast because otherwise the laptop will overheat. By the time this is opening up, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we need roof. We need a sofa set and a dining set over there. We don't have enough time for that. I'm gonna add a roof first, but it will be a separate component, and I will give it something else. Move over here. Now, lighting and FOV. We need to fix that. Oh, no, actually, this is fine. Door is too dark, or can I increase the exposure, make it look good. Hmm. Hmm. Give the beige color the walls. Fine. And also, let me make it a bit light. Just fine details that give away the accuracy. I'm gonna fix them. All right. Oh, the TV. Where is the asset? TV. Hmm. Let's use this one. What? This is a medium-sized TV. Hmm. What changes? But yeah, it can actually shoot out a bit as well. Cool. That's all, I guess. So, just some more finer changes. The lures don't look good. I will have to put something over here. Some color. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Oh, what have I done? Um, Doesn't look quite right, does it? Like we alter what saturation. Let's make it at least a bit light. Wow, that's so rich. Oh, increase exposure. Hmm. Changing the time to see some sun rays falling onto it doesn't make much of a difference, though. I think this is fine. Let me just take a screenshot of something better than nothing. Too sharp. Yeah, just don't save. Now when it renders, it is pretty sharp. I like it. I'm thinking of more possibilities, but I think this is good enough. Another perspective, see the base and a different time, see the true colors. Yeah, awesome. So that was just a TV unit design. It took me exactly 1 hour to design. If you have the room dimensions, room drawing, then it makes it a lot easier. Um, Otherwise, let's take 15-20 minutes more to figure out where to place it. Um, where is that partition coming on between the dining room and the living room? So considering all of that, it takes 1.5 hours to design something from scratch, along with the 2D drawing as well as the 3D model, getting it rendered, name it TV unit. Right? And today's state, it's easier to figure out what drawing or model it is according to the date instead of just saying final revision using those words. All right, that was the TV unit design. Hope it was helpful. It was pretty a long session. Wasn't expecting it to go for 1 hour. Was expecting more like 30 minutes. But yeah, we faced some challenges, so that took some time. Hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. See you in the next one.